Welcome to the Joshua World Talk Show, and we're back again, and it's just fun for us to do, and today, per request, we are going to talk about the creator and developer of this show, and his name is Joshua Reed. And
okay, who would that be?
It's Joshua Reed.
Oh, Joshua. Oh,
Joshua, that is your grandson.
Yes, he's I've got two grandsons, him and Eric, and that's all I've got in the boys.
The boy section. That's right.
And we're real proud of Joshua.
Yeah.
He developed a great photographer and movie maker.
Yeah, videographer. And he's an editor. But let's start from the beginning. He was a surprise, wasn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah. His basically, he and his sister are 15 and a half years apart.
Yeah.
And he was a total surprise to his daddy and I. But he was born April 4th, 2002. And we knew it was going to be a boy, and we chose the name Joshua. We just both liked it, and then Tori, his sister, liked the name Ryan, and my dad's middle name was Thomas.
Yeah.
And then Reed, so it's Joshua Ryan Thomas Reed.
You give him a long handle, didn't you?
Very long handle, yes, but. He at some point, if he ever joined the military, he'd have to choose one of those middle names. But that's...
Which one do you think he'd choose?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. But anyway, he was born April 4th, and he's a noisy little fella. But do you remember the first time you held him?
Not really. What, do you remember?
Not, you were at the hospital.
Yeah, I was there.
Mm-hmm.
That must have been the first time, right?
Very first time.
Yes, I do now since you brought that back. He was just born and the nurse come laid him in my arms. He wasn't even cleaned up or nothing. And I held him. He's brand new.
Brand new. Yeah. And like Josh would say, did you cry?
Yeah.
I think we all were crying. It's something to witness the birth of a child.
Yeah.
And when he, especially for the mom, you carry him for 9 or so months, and then all of a sudden here's this little being.
He got here.
Yes. He's totally dependent now. Totally dependent on you. He was totally dependent in the womb, but anyway, he was a happy little, strapping young boy. And one of the extraordinary things that the nurse or the doctor pointed out is that his cord was tied in a knot.
His
umbilical cord. It was tied in a knot, and
how in the world did he live?
Oh, it wasn't tight, but it was tied in a knot. And everything was fine flowing through there and everything. But I remember she was like, "Look at this," and they were all amazed. But anyway.
That's the first time I heard that.
Yeah, you didn't know that? Oh my goodness. Yeah, well he, but anyway, got him home. My life, I was so used to just having the one, and now I had two. And one was in high school, and and the next one was just a newborn. But it took a little getting used to. But he was a healthy eater, and just cute little thing. And Tori, his sister, was always so good with him. She would, hold him and rock him, and of course I was nursing, and so she didn't get a chance to feed him unless I, pumped and stuff. So anyway, but I loved watching the two of them interact, and then of course his daddy was so proud of him. One little thing that Danny told me is that years and years and years ago, even before he knew me, the Lord revealed to him that he'd have 2 children.
Yeah, he told me that.
And, he had forgotten about that. And when it happened, it was like the Lord brought all that back to him. And yeah, we had 2
He
children.
gave up on the second one because it comes so long after Tori.
Yep,
That he didn't really think it was going to happen.
About it
So.
until it was, going to happen. But, going back to his name, Joshua's name, his actual due date was April 10th. And April 10th.
Oh, 10th.
And that's believed to be the time when Joshua took the children of Israel across the Jordan. That was the date, of course, on the calendar, the Jewish calendar, when Joshua took the children of Israel across the Jordan. And but he wanted to be a little earlier than that, so he came on the 4th. But the thing is, his due date was the 10th, and his name was going to be Joshua. And we didn't connect the two until, we, did a little bit of studying, and that was just amazing to us that his due date was the date that Joshua crossed the Jordan. But anyway, he grew really fast. He didn't really have any issues, but I can remember, I guess, when he first started to walk. I can remember he used to, what do you call it when they go along the furniture? He would coast along, holding on to the furniture and stuff. But he didn't start walking until I was up in New Hampshire, and it was with my dad, his grandpa, and grandpapa, and it was right before he had passed away, and we were up at my brother and his wife's house and their kids, and he started walking up there, and that was one disappointment that Danny didn't get to see, was him starting to walk. But it wasn't long after he walked that his daddy got to see that. But
that got him started, didn't it?
Yep, yeah, oh. And he's been going 90 miles an hour ever since.
Yeah, he's got nice long legs. He can walk.
Oh, he's fast. You ought to see him run to the bus.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. We the bus stops right at the corner where we live.
They just look and see if he's coming running.
That's right. But anyway, yeah.
Do all the kids have to run, or just Josh?
No, occasionally everybody runs, but most of the time we can see the bus coming from up in the kitchen window, and you've got about a minute until it gets there.
They take off.
They take off.
That way they don't have to stand and wait for it very long.
Especially in the cold weather or when it's raining. He doesn't like missing work, and that's hard. Yeah. That's hard to do. That puts an extra pressure on you.
Well, he don't miss many, does he?
I don't think he hasn't missed any this year. So far, he has had perfect attendance. And if he ever has appointments, I try to schedule them when he's either, just out of school or it's a day off of school. He doesn't talk too much about his school, but he loves to talk about his videos. Yeah. The videos that he puts out. But
that's his heart, isn't it?
Yeah, that's in his heart. But what do you remember? When he'd come over here when he was real little, and a baby. You got to rock him and hold him and stuff like that.
He loved to get a blanket and pitch a tent in.
Yeah.
Oh, he'd play under there and play and play and play.
Yeah.
Then Daddy said, well, we gotta go. Well, we had to put the tent down and put it all up. He didn't really want to, but he did. But he loved building tents.
Yeah.
And he played with them, they're not Legos in there. What is them things they put together? He built stuff with that, and that really was interesting. It's in that yellow bucket. What is it?
Oh, those are Legos. Those are giant Legos.
He'd get them Legos out, and he'd build interesting things with it.
Yeah.
And he used to like to take the dominoes and make one of those things.
Yeah, like a domino, like a train.
Yeah, and they'd all fall down there one to one out of place.
Oh, he was good at that.
They went all around that big table. Not this is the big one. And it was, I thought, to me, that was most amazing. And no older than he was to do that. He was, what, about 7 or 8? I don't know. He wasn't very old.
Yeah, he liked to do stuff like
that. He had perfect, what do you call it? He didn't knock him down. Well, I don't know what
he'd set him up in line.
Yeah.
Yeah. He lined
people do that on TV that go round and round and round, but his come right on around and they all fell down.
They all fell, just like they were supposed to.
Yeah. Yeah, he was fun.
I think his favorite toy, though, to play with growing up was the Thomas the Tank Engine, those little toys, the trains.
Oh,
he loved those, and he loved Matchbox cars, the little miniature cars.
He did.
Let's see, it was the trains and the cars.
I can't remember the train. What did they look like?
Thomas the Tank Engine. They're like a little blue train. He would
Did
bring
they have a track?
Yep. He would bring a bucket of trains, and he'd play with them. He'd dump them out and play with them. And, he used to set it up. Oh, I remember when he was little and Miss Maxine, one of our church members, would come and babysit for him. He would line the Matchbox cars all around the house. And that would tickle her to death, that he would just line them up, and they all were perfectly lined.
He lined everything up.
Yeah. He did, and when we would ride in the car, what was the favorite thing he'd look for?
Power lines.
Power lines. Oh my goodness.
Yes, he wanted those power lines.
Oh, he'd get so excited.
What got him interested in power lines?
I don't know. I think because they line up. Things that line up just really fascinated him, and it all made sense.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the way they looked. That's what he just hollered at us. It's the way they looked, and he actually would give them names, on what kind of power lines they were, and they were always just unusual names, silly names, and and I don't want to mention too much because it might embarrass him if I mention too much about those kind of things, but. So one of our favorite things to do is, of course, he loves his Gan, and is to come over here.
Yeah, he likes to come.
Yeah, we come over here on Fridays, and we spend the night.
And guess what we had to do, though? We had to watch.
We'd watch his videos.
Channel 4. What do you want?
Let's see.
You wanted to watch the weather.
Yeah.
But there's somebody he wanted.
Jimmy Fallon. Yes, the Tonight Show. And when his daddy was alive, we'd come over there and we'd have to watch the thank you notes.
Yeah, that was so funny.
And
he'd get up there. Jimmy Fallon would get. Danny would get so tickled. He just laughed.
But after the thank you notes were over, we'd turn it off. And then what did we do after that?
Then we would do Daddy do opera.
We'd have to do our own thank you notes, right? Our own talk show. We do our own talk show, and we do our thank you notes, and I guess the final thing was the opera.
Yeah.
He
when Danny first started that, I liked to flip.
That was a shock of relief.
Oh, he'd go way.
Opera, and he'd go,
I know.
It was nowhere near opera, but it was.
Daddy do opera.
Daddy do opera.
Oh.
But such good memories, good memories with
that. Was funny.
And
then we'd have to get together and have before we left out.
Well, group hug. Yes, we do group hug.
Yeah.
And it would be the whoop 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 whoop, and then we all join hands in the middle, woohoo yippee, And then what would he do? He'd get your arm and he'd lift it up, and you'd have to say, all by yourself, you'd have to say, yippee, or something like that.
Yeah.
And, we still do that. We still do that. That's something we still do. But I know he loves coming from, we live an hour away now, and I know he loves coming here and spending the night Friday nights on occasion, and then we spend all day Saturday doing stuff like this. And we'll watch his videos that he's posted, and we'd come here and watch his videos and things that he's posted, and and then we'd do a couple episodes or something, or we try to, and it's kind of hard to have to say goodbye and stuff like that, but he doesn't like to leave here.
No, he don't.
He loves coming to Gans, and I don't think he'll ever not love coming here. That's just
not.
yeah. I think everybody loves to come to Gans. But anyway,
Since I'm old as I am, I can't be many more days.
Aw, no, you're doing really well for your age. I think.
Well, I feel good. I don't guess there's anything wrong, but you never know what could pop up tomorrow.
You never know. No, never know. But
But I've been enjoyed it, him and his dad and you, when you'd come on Friday nights and Sundays at lunch. And,
yeah.
and
I can't do that so much anymore on Sundays.
No.
It's a long way to come, and when I was younger, it's no problem going back late at night. But
I don't want
now that
to.
now that I'm getting older, I don't want to drive so much. But it gives us extra time with you, and we get up on Saturdays and fix breakfast.
Oh, I ate so much this morning.
But you're teaching me well. You're teaching me well.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And now
But you cooked the whole thing this
I
morning.
did this
Made a lot of coffee.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
A lot.
I'll take some home. Yeah, but it
was good.
Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I enjoyed fixing it. You'll point out things to me, and I'll I'm learning. I'm old enough to know better, but it's just it's fun coming here.
But it's good, and Josh loves it.
Yes, he
loves our breakfast. He also loves Demus's.
Yes, but biscuits and hash browns and bacon. He doesn't eat my eggs.
No.
But those.
I wish
those
you
things,
would, because they're good for him.
They're really good. They're healthy.
Then again, he could be allergic to them. We don't know.
No, he's not, because he eats them in other stuff. He just doesn't like them plain.
But
that's
he
one thing.
Those hash browns.
Oh yes. Oh, he the whole thing. But anyway, he's.
But goodness, I'm telling Eric the other night, Joshua's going to turn 18. And my plans were, I never told him that anybody was going to have a birthday for him and Caitlin. The Spy Boys. It didn't work out. Eric said, no, that didn't work out.
Yeah.
But we'll have to have him a to-do on his birthday this year.
We will. That would be really nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
And
the older you get, as you get that middle age, the birthdays just don't become that important. Then the older you get, then they can become really important.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to celebrate.
They're important when you're young, and they're important when you're old.
But the middle line
don't make a whole lot of it.
It's like, oh, you hit the big 4-0. Okay, whatever. And then you hit the big 5-0, and it's like, oh, I made it this far. And then the 60s are like, okay, you're doing good. But then when you start hitting the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, it's a lot of years you can,
Yeah.
But
Eric asked me last night, he said, did you ever think you'd go live to be at 90? I said, I never thought about it. It never entered my mind when I was young that I was ever going to live this long. And
you just live day to day.
And Betty's right with me.
Yeah. You two are amazing. I loved watching those videos today that Joshua made when he was younger.
She's so outspoken. I mean, she tells you what she thinks right
That's
then and there.
Yeah.
You don't have to sit and guess.
Yeah. Do you know the neat thing is that we have all those videos, and it's because Joshua got them. And, you know, when he was videoing them, they were annoying at times, but I'm so glad we have them.
Yeah.
I'm glad we had all those videos of the
I am
family.
too.
Yeah. But, you know, get that camera out of my face, don't you? It's like, you know, one of these days, you know, those will be the memories that you value. But, you know, it's the things that we're talking about that make the difference. And I just wonder what Josh wants to do, you know, after he's, you know, been through with all of his schooling. I just wonder what he's going to do. Because, you know, he could do a lot of things. He's
good at computers.
Yeah, he can do the computers. He makes videos and does a lot of good editing and sound editing and he plays characters. I mean, he just does it all.
Yeah.
You know, he does all those different shows. And my favorite ones sometimes, you know, looking at him are the ones where he's all of the characters. And he you know, he'll hold the camera and he'll have glasses on one way, and then he'll switch the glasses upside down and take a video as somebody else, and then he'll have no glasses on, and or there's one that he put a blanket over his face. I mean, he's very imaginative. But you know, I always thought about trying to get him some costumes and wigs and things, but you know, it just, you know, he does what he does, and he does it well. He has fun doing it, and he likes it when other people like what he does. And you know, he's a very good self-promoter. He wants people to know what he does, and so
we watched it as long as I ever watched one.
Yeah, we probably sat and watched it for a couple hours today.
Gosh, I gotta take a break.
My eyes, they get
Yeah.
it wears on your eyes. But he's quite something, and you know, he's got a lot of things to look forward to. It's just figuring out what he wants to do, and
He'll do fine.
yeah. I think I can remember when he got his first camera. It was a kitty zoom camera or something like that. But and that got him kind of started. But it's when his daddy brought home.
It's what?
His daddy brought home that VHS camera, you know, that used regular VHS tapes.
Oh yeah.
The first time, and I've never seen a child come so alive when he got in front of that camera, because, you know, he was rather quiet and rather, you know, to himself. But then when Danny brought that camera home and turned it on, and he got in front of that, and he started doing Joshua face here and things like that. I mean, he just came alive, and he found something he loved to do, and I'm just so glad that he has continued that, because you know, he's now enjoying going and being at the games.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see what possibilities come his way. And, you know, maybe when the spring comes,
Would you think he'll go to college somewhere?
I don't know. We just have to wait and see. Yeah. And he,
How much longer we got to do this?
I don't.
Oh.
Well, you know, I think his daddy would be really proud of how far he's come since we've moved. He doesn't like to miss
wonderful.
it. Yeah, he'd rather, you know, make sure he's there, because when he misses school, he gets behind in the work, and he doesn't like to do that.
I don't blame him. I missed very little when I was in school. Very little.
Very little. But but is there any other memory you have of Josh that a funny man? How about something funny? You got anything? You can,
We always like to make fun of him because I say some dumb things.
don't we all though?
And
Oh, he loves your laugh.
oh,
He loves your all he wants to do is hear you laugh, so he wants to make you laugh, and because I guess that just brings him a lot of joy.
yeah.
And you know, he'll say time and time again, I love your laugh. I love your laugh. I
Yeah,
remember when
he
he
used to
was
say that all the time.
yeah, when he was younger, he used to say that. But anyway, he still does. He still loves your
Well, I
laugh.
love to laugh. I mean, I call and talk to Betty,
Mm-hmm.
but we laugh the whole time. I call Sandy, we laugh. You
Mhm.
know,
Yep, laughter's good
I
for.
call you, we laugh. Till we get, you know, just silly things. It don't
Mhm.
have to be something big.
Yep. Well, laughter's a good
I
medicine.
love to laugh. I always have,
Mhm.
and it's just
Yeah.
part of my life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, nothing wrong with saying that you talk and laugh.
Huh?
There's nothing wrong with you saying that when you talk on the phone, you laugh with your friends.
I do. I laugh all the time.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's been fun talking about Josh.
Yeah, Josh is. My daughter asked me one day, she says, "You love that boy, don't you?" I said, "You better believe it." Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah. Well, he loves his Gang, and
Yeah.
yeah, he'd rather spend
I think
time with
the whole
Gang.
family knows he's up here in my life, you know.
Yeah, but
He
he
always will be.
Yeah, well, he loves spending time with his Gang.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I love all you to come. I know you can't come as often as you used to, but we make it special when you do get here.
Yeah, yeah. And you make it special for us. You know, we may not last long into the night. Our bedtime is earlier now, and this.
Well, I kind of give out too.
Yeah, so you know, it's been fun talking about Josh. You know, a lot of people don't know Josh the way we do,
No.
and but it's just good to talk about him and tell a little bit about what he's done in his life so far, and we hope you've enjoyed you know, listening to us talk about him, and we'll see you next time.
we thank you for listening.
Yes, bye-bye.